DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.
Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Mr. LaShawn here, and I am coming back at you with another video, with another legendary discussion, mind you. And it seems like, a lot of people, I guess, was watching the last discussion. I don't know for how long, because I'm still trying to figure out the whole YouTube analytics thing and trying to find out, how long people watch your video and, all that good stuff. But this one is actually going to be about something that's very near and dear to my heart and also my childhood, which is the return of G4. So this actually came to me as a surprise because this video that I'm going to link in the description if you would like to watch it, it's actually a reunion special for G4 for some of the very famous people from the network, from shows like X-Play and Attack of the Show and things like that. So you saw Adam Sessler, you saw what is her name, Olivia Munn, I forgot what's the other girl's name, something Webb, but because it's been so long since I've seen these people. But they all got reunited, and they actually announced the relaunch of the G4 network. And so some of you who are maybe a little bit younger may be saying, like, what is G4? What does that even matter? Like, who are these people? And for y'all, I would say that y'all really missed out. So I was born in 1996. I'm 24 years old now. So back when I was a youngin, in the early 2000s and everything, I'm saying, you really didn't have too much of an outlet for being a gamer, other than, like, maybe some, in the early 2000s, YouTube wasn't really, the internet was a thing, but it really wasn't like how it is. It was nothing like how it is now, to be honest. It was just started to get, pumped up, pump it up. Shout out to Joe Budden, but, it really wasn't like it was now. And a lot of times, if you were a gamer, depending on, who you were or whatever else, you would get criticized, you would get made fun of and all that stuff. Like, it really wasn't cool like it is now to be a gamer. It really wasn't a staple in pop culture. The nerd community was, like, kind of still looked down upon and was kind of generalized as being, like, a bunch of weirdos and, people that were secluded and everything else, which a lot of times is not the case. And also back then, you really didn't have too much knowledge about where to get the information on the hottest new games that was coming out, what you should buy, what games were good, what games weren't, unless you had yourself a Game Informer. Either that, or the way that you would have to do it back in the day is you would have to go to the family. And so that's what I had to do a lot of times. I would just ask my cousins when they would have their N64s and everything like that, like, what's the hot game out? And all of my friends and my cousins, everybody always had Smash Brothers. Everybody had their, GoldenEye and what is it? Super Mario 64 and stuff like that, and that's what people were playing. For me, like I said, I was born in 96, and my first two consoles actually, was actually the Sega Genesis and the Sega Dreamcast. Yes, talking about them Dead or Alive. What was that? Dead or Alive 3, I believe it was. The 3 demo. I had the demo on there. I didn't have the full game, but yo, seeing them pretty anime, the pretty anime waifus and everything fighting and kicking each other off of towers, out of castles, all that stuff. It was dope. It was dope, yo, playing Sonic Adventure 2 and having that huge behind whale chasing you and everything, have that Mack truck chasing you, rolling around at the speed of sound, all that good stuff. It was amazing. But those were my first two consoles, and I inherited that from my father, who, if you just met him, you wouldn't realize that he was a gamer. But, like, at one point, Pops was heavy into, like, Madden. And, Pops Pops was nice with it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Especially in the family, like, you know, in the family, that was actually our thing. Like, a lot of my cousins, my uncles, or whatever else was trying to beat my pops, and my pops was giving them that work in Madden. And I mean, my dad knew his routes. He was using the Eagles, and, you know, back in the 2000s, Philadelphia had McNabb, and McNabb was like one of the best quarterbacks at the time, you know what I'm saying? So, especially in Madden, McNabb was not playing any games, you know what I'm saying? And also he had TL. Shout out to him. But you know, once we got the PS2, you know, Pops got Madden. I believe if I'm not mistaken, I think we got Madden like 2000 onward. Like Pops was getting it faithfully every year because that's how much he loved the game. And you know, back in his younger days, he was playing NBA. You know, I had NBA Jams. I had I forgot what's the name of the wrestling game that I had on the Genesis. But you know, I had that, and you know, back in that day, you know, other than family and Game Informer, there really wasn't any way to really know like what was hot, you know, other than word of mouth. And you know, with Game Informer, my parents wasn't going to be paying no money for no magazine, let alone a gaming one every month. Psh, boy, you kidding? So that wasn't happening. But one thing we did have when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't rich, but we wasn't poor either. You know what I'm saying? But you know, my dad started his own business. He's a carpenter. You know, my mom, you know, worked for the school district. You know what I'm saying? So we was doing all right. You know what I'm saying? And we was cool. And one thing we did have though, which you know, I'm always thankful for this. We had cable. We had Comcast back in the day, and I'm talking, this is old school Comcast. This is back when, if anybody who remembers this, you know what I'm saying, Comcast that had the little black box where it was still in the double digits, you know what I'm saying? That Comcast, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I remember it because I remember it being so awesome because when I would go to my cousin's house or I would go to even some of my friends' house, you know, they would just be watching the Saturday morning cartoons. That was all the cartoons that they was watching. You know what I'm saying? They was watching, what was it back then? WB. You know what I'm saying? They was watching Animaniacs, all that good stuff, which was cool. You know what I'm saying? You can't knock that. It was amazing. But, bruh, that Comcast, though, Channel 33 and Channel 83, Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network going hard, bro. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? And in the young boy's life and the young kid's life, you know what I'm saying? That was good. That was amazing. But, you know, I was always a gamer, and that was my thing. And so when I got older, I remember, you know, Comcast had upgraded to now they had, you know, the triple digits. They was getting into the hundreds and all this other stuff. And you could scroll. You had a guide that you could pull up on your TV. You know, to me, this was revolutionary. You know what I'm saying? I could preview the stuff and I can get a brief description of what's coming on the TV before I even tune into it. Oh, yeah. So one day I was just looking at channels and look at all the stuff that we had. And I scrolled past to this channel called G4, and I was like, what the heck is this? And the thing that drew me to it was I saw something called X-Play, and I was like, what the heck is X-Play? What's this? This better not be some type of porno thing. Ain't nobody trying to do that. But no, it was a gaming show. And to be honest, I think that was probably the first gaming show, or at least the most influential one of my time. And so I tuned into it, and I was amazed at what I saw about them talking about video games. Not just what I saw, but like how cool it made it and how it was portrayed. You know, I forgot what's the woman's name. Something Webb. I can't remember her name, but Adam Sessler, and her would host X-Play, and they was, you know, talking about games. They was talking about what's hot, but not just that, also really getting into the culture of it and what made it fun. And with having that, you know, male and female dynamic, it really helped to draw people because it was just like, oh, this isn't something that's just for men. This isn't something that's just for boys. And it's not something that's just for kids. You know what I'm saying? It's something that adults can do too. It's something that anybody could get into. You know, you don't have to be a social reject or anything like that to play a game. You know, you could be a normal person and just enjoy the culture of gaming and just enjoy nerd culture. But the more that I got into it, yo, the more that I was like, yo, this channel is amazing, because you also had Attack of the Show, which really I feel like helped to really show more of the potential of the internet, because Attack of the Show was always putting things around. It was kind of like, I mean, not really, kind of. It was really Tosh.0 before Tosh.0 was even a thing. You know what I'm saying? Attack of the Show had Around the Web that was showing like some of the funniest videos and stuff like that that really helped out creators and stuff like that to draw people to it. And that really like utilized like, you know, showing people what nerd culture is and why it's cool, you know what I'm saying? And like another thing was like, you know, these people weren't weirdos or anything like that, you know, especially, you know, Olivia Munn's case, you know, she was a good looking woman, you know what I'm saying? She was a very good looking woman. She was attractive, you know what I'm saying? So it showed that, you know, you don't have to, you know, that not only weird people, I mean, there are some weirdos in the gaming community, don't get me wrong, but it showed that, like, you know, not only weirdos were gamers and everything, that normal people were gamers too, and anybody could be one. In addition to that, so like if you look at there's a show, American Ninja Warrior. If you look at it now, to me it sucks and it's really, really corny. Back on G4, that's when Ninja Warrior first got a start, when it was in Japan and American competitors had to travel to Japan. And you know what I'm saying, if you know the name, you ain't gotta say nothing, but you just know it. But my the god Makoto Nagano winning that joint consistently. And I'm gonna be honest, like Ninja Warrior, the original one, I can't see too many of these American competitors being able to really hang with that training course, because I mean that thing was like no hold bars, like it was real, you know what I'm saying? It was, I mean, it didn't hold your hand, and it was tough. Like you had to really have grip strength, you had to really be about it. Like it wasn't just about being strong, but it was about really having your body being able to, like, you know, be flexible and survive any circumstance, you know what I'm saying, and be able to have good grip strength, be able to have, you know, good upper body strength, even lower body strength to be able to balance yourself, you know what I'm saying? And aside from that, yo, like yo, oh my god, G4 brought over the anime adaptations of Iron Man, Wolverine, and the X-Men, and yo, these Johns were straight fire. And I'm talking about, yo, like I always liked Wolverine, you know what I'm saying, but I mean in the cartoons he was usually always an older man and everything like that, but this one in the anime adaptation of Wolverine, yo, this dude, he looked like he was young, you know what I'm saying? Like he was a lot more cool and laid back and everything, not as grumpy. Like he looked like a cool anime dude, you know what I'm saying, which also helped to put like the entire culture out there. And like I mean this with like 100% sincerity, that like I honestly don't think that nerd culture would be where it is if it wasn't for G4. Because back in, you know, the 2000s, like G4 was that channel and was the thing that was really pushing that culture. You know what I'm saying? G4 was like the main ones that you would talk about when you would talk about things like E3, Comic-Con. That's where I got a lot of my trailers from, because Comcast, if I remember correctly, was the first ones to start the on-demand thing, to start, you know, showing videos on demand and everything. And G4 had the hottest trailers. They had the hottest video game trailers. I forgot what game it was for. I think it was like for like one of the Call of Duty like zombie maps or something like that. But for some reason the trailer was just so dope, and the music that they used, I watched that trailer like 4 times, I'm not gonna lie. And I didn't even play Call of Duty. And I still really don't, to be honest, but like the trailers was just phenomenal. And back then trailers were like an experience. It's not like how it is now, because it wasn't as, you know, readily accessible. Because like I said, YouTube might have just been getting started in, like, you know, the early 2000s and everything like that. But you know, G4 and, you know, mainly X-Play with the gaming was really with that, you know, what was putting those trailers out there. And you know, Attack of the Show was talking about the internet and the whole nerd culture and making it fun. And you know, Attack of the Show had like some of the funniest skits. Shout out to Bustus. You know, if you know, then you know, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta say nothing, but if you know, then you know. But like, you know, it was just an amazing channel. And I remember watching it, you know, and watching when it went down. I think it might have been like 2011 or something like that, when the channel basically, like, you know, went dead, because I believe the company went bankrupt or something like that. And even in the reunion, like I said, I'll link it to in the description, but even in the video, like, you know, they had to admit that it was an awesome place to work, but the company was run very poorly, you know what I'm saying? Which sometimes can happen with those kind of things, because when you're getting into gaming and you're getting into that kind of culture, It's like, you know, it's a lot of times where you are having so much fun and enjoyment because of how passionate that you are, that you forget about how important the business aspect is and making sure that you handle your business in a lucrative manner. And so unfortunately that's what happened with G4 and they went down. But about a week ago, shout out to Bobby Smyrna, AAA, you know, they came out with this reunion video, and you know, with it being more than a reunion, this was also a relaunch of the G4 channel. And yo, this is a really, really big thing because, like I said, I honestly believe that if it wasn't for G4, gaming and nerd culture would not be where it is today. But with it being back, you know, there's a lot more help now. So it's not just like it's only them. There's a lot more help. But when I saw the video, I was like, yo, this is like classic. Like, it takes me back, and like these people are still who they were, you know what I'm saying, when they were making X-Play, when they were making Attack of the Show. Like, the skits that they had, they were funny, they were dumb, they were a little bit cringy, but you know what I'm saying, in a way that made you laugh and it made you giggle, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I really look forward to see what they're going to be doing with this, you know, new second chance that they have. I'm also interested to see, like, you know, how they're really going to be tackling the new type of climate that the world is in. And what I mean by that is, in this world where, you know, you have the strong push for, you know, I guess feminism and, you know, the political aspects, and I wonder how they're going to tackle, you know, all that kind of stuff and everything like that, and if, like, you know, they're going to be able to make the same jokes because, you know, everybody's getting canceled for something. So, you know, I wonder if they're going to be able to make the same jokes. But I have faith in them because, like I said, when they still did their skits and everything, it was genuinely funny, and I had a good laugh, and it was just good seeing everybody. So I'm going to link that video into the description, and definitely go watch that joint if you have not. If you have never heard of X-Play, look on YouTube, you know, to try to see if you can find some other, you know, videos on it. Find, you know, maybe some episodes of X-Play and everything like that, and try to imagine just being a 12-year-old kid where, you know what I'm saying, you don't have a bunch of YouTube, you know, people or whatever else, and, you know, what you have is a show. You have this show that's giving you all this information on the hottest games coming out, on new technology that's going to be coming out, on what's the difference in the Xbox and the PS3 and all this other stuff. Like, it was just amazing. So shout outs to them. I'm really hoping that, you know, they do their business a lot better so that they don't make the same mistake. It was also really nice with them plugging in Austin Creed, you know, Xavier Woods from, you know, SmackDown and everything like that. I really think that it's really cool to have, like, you know, the celebrities that are into gaming and stuff like that, because that also helps push the culture as well. But that is going to do it for this video. Tell me what you guys think. If you liked the video, then please leave a like on it. Give it that thumbs up. That always helps with the YouTube algorithm, because I'm trying to learn all this crap and everything else. Also, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be coming out with content like this on a more consistent manner. You know, once I try to figure out my editing and all that good stuff, I'm going to be getting more consistent. I'm also going to start streaming. I'm going to try to stream this weekend. So my stream name is LaShant10. I'll also put that down in the description if you want to go and check that out. And also leave a comment. Tell me what I could be doing better. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what I could be doing to make my videos more interesting. And tell me what I could be doing so that I can be able to make better videos for you, the people. I enjoyed making this video, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. Thank you for watching, and I will see all you beautiful people later.